Hey peeps, Piccolo16 here on another completely unscripted video. It's kind of announcement type of video that I'm going to just be talking throughout this whole thing. Instead of me sounding like a robot saying this and this and this and this like some of my previous videos have been. Anyway, what I plan to discuss, well really tell you about today is about my experiences at the EB Games Expo 2013, which I've been thinking about for some time now, and I've been thinking I should release this so then I don't forget. And since there is an expo in Sydney coming up in 2 months' time, I might as well tell you now since, well, why not? So let me start by detailing something here. I'm going to remember the things that are going to be happening in order and were the most significant. What I've said is what I've experienced. So let me begin. So we first had a very difficult time finding the place. It was first last year at Sydney Olympic Park, which I'll admit, we haven't actually been to. If you know me, I don't actually live in Sydney. Biggest shock to you all. I live in Australia, but I don't live in Sydney, but I live in New South Wales. Oh, the irony. Anyway, we had a difficult time finding it, and after we did find it, I was thinking to myself, I'm glad I'm allowed in, because I was 15 years old when I went to the expo, and that was the borderline age. You weren't allowed to be in there on your own if you had to have supervision if you were younger, and that's saying something. I'm happy to be the borderline age. So I went in, and the first thing I see to my left is a Nintendo stand. It's literally everything Nintendo, Wii U, and the 3DS. All of it right next to me. There were people playing Mario Kart 7 on a think of this giant square, and then think of it split into quarters. That's how people played Mario Kart 7, 4 people against each other, and I could see a lot of courses were being played, but I didn't exactly want to care because I was going to care for the demos that were there of the newer games. So the first thing I saw was Pokemon X and Y, and the line for it was exceedingly long. It went to behind the Nintendo stand that it was that long, and almost cutting into where you could see people with their Wii U demos. That's how bad it was. So I had to stand there for a very, very long time with many Pokemon fans feeling very anxious because it's my first expo of any kind. And right next to me, above me, I see a TV screen where lots of trailers for lots of previous old 3DS games. That is Super Mario Bros. 2, Super Mario Bros. 2, Super Mario 3D Land, all the old 3DS games. I can't exactly remember them all now, but there were definitely old ones there, as well as I think trailers for the new one, and trailers for Pokemon X and Y popped up at some point. The game hadn't been released at this point. It was about to be a week before the game would actually release. So I waited in the line for a long time, and then once I did get to play the game, I played a demo of Pokemon Y. I actually have the game, but my main is X, which is ironic much. The game was fun, as obviously everyone knows today, but I will say this much: the controls for the rollerblades were hard to get used to at first. They were so slippery. And also on that, I got the automated starter chestpin. The player received an automated starter depending on what the game chose. I got chestpin, and I've obviously chosen it in X, to those who know me. And I played that for a while. I didn't actually catch any Pokemon. I just saw a couple of other Pokemon and fought them with Chespin's abilities and stuff. And then I obviously got up to the demo bit where I fought the professor, who has an automated Mewtwo. He gives you a Mewtwo. You're supposed to both Mega Evolve and face each other. You are obviously supposed to win at this point, and like, then after I played it, I was like, that's a fun demo, but seeing as how I'd seen 6 other people play it before I had, it was pretty redundant. Another thing, during the line of which I was waiting, a couple of things happened. The first thing that happened was that an announcement that Mario Kart 8, which was not on the website, was going to be a demo to be played at 12 PM. And I'm thinking, oh god, I really want to play that, but I really want to also play Pokemon X and Y too. So I was close to the side, I was close to where I was seeing people play the demo, so I was getting close. The second thing that happened whilst I was waiting was they were handing out the 2DS to people who wanted to play it, and they were giving these things like, it's cheaper than the 3DS and it has no 3D capabilities to get the parents happy, but that's the whole reason why the 3DS was marketed in the first place, to play games in 3D, to have a clamshell that's similar to the DS and GBA SP designs. Seriously, they took a step backwards there. And when they said to people, you want to try out the 2DS? I didn't give any verbal response, but I just turned away because it was long after the video I made where SM3 had got everybody to say their line for the 2DS Trouble video he made a while back, and I am not fond of the 2DS. I'm not going to go insanely crazy about it, but I'm not fond of it. That doesn't change my opinion. So that happened. I played the demo, and then it was like quite a few minutes before the Mario Kart 8 demo would be up, so I was looking for Sonic Lost World because I'm a Sonic fan and I wanted to play that really badly. There was no Wii U version there, I don't think, that I could play, so, which was ironic considering it would be releasing after Pokemon X and Y, and they had a demo already. But Lost World 3DS had a demo, and I played that. It was fun. I almost thought of buying the game until I saw Johnny's review, where I decided I'm not going to be going through that. Plus, I also have experience of the special stages, and I'm not particularly fond of them. The next thing that happened after I played Sonic Lost World immediately was the Mario Kart 8 demo. I was done with the demo the moment they started the thing, so that was perfect timing. After the game had started, a bunch of people were picked to play the demo. There were 3 levels, I think, Twisted Mansion, Toad Harbor, and another one, Mario Circuit. Or I think Toad Harbor was a different one. Nah, Toad Harbor was there. It's those 3 levels. You were to pick a Kart character of your choice of the ones that were there. I got chosen at one point, and I chose Mario. I didn't choose Yoshi as bad as I wanted to because I thought that it would be too weird for this. Plus Mario 64 Machinima, that it would fit. So when I played it though, they never told me, and it never told anybody actually, that their default configuration had been set to the motion controls. So I sat there trying to control the thing, losing in front of a whole crowd of people staring at me. I was 15 years old. People would have probably thought I was some weird person, some awful person. Yeah. So after that got completed, I was happy that I played in front of a crowd, but I ruined my first attempt because I play with motion controls, and the time they alerted me to the button controls when they were aware that I was failing was around the 3rd lap close to the finish line. I mean, really, you're gonna be telling me that kind of thing when I'm close to finishing the match? That is so stupid. I have the game now, and I love it, but I love it with the game controls with the buttons, which are Mario Kart 7 oriented. So please, don't give me that stupid motion control crud, because it's so gimmicky. In fact, it's so gimmicky that one of my friends at school almost thought that Mario Kart 8 was motion controlled only, when I had to tell it to their head, no, there's buttons involved as well. Australia is obsessed with these things. So, I played the Mario Kart 8 demo and got done with it fairly quick, and then obviously my time was about to be up, because I was about to have played all the games that I wanted to. I didn't really want to play any other games of any other consoles, because as bad as... there's not really any other games that I'm a fan of for those consoles. Plus, I don't have those consoles. I'm sorry. So, the last thing I tried to do was search for Super Mario 3D World, which didn't take very long. I also saw that there was a Zelda Wind Waker HD demo there as well, just to make you Zelda fans aware. I played Super Mario 3D World with 3 other guys, so we had a 4-player match. The scoring system was quite inaccurate. There were 4 levels that you could play. No, not 4. 4 levels and a boss level you could play in the demo. The boss level is the level between 3 and 4 in the actual release. It's the one where the snakes come out of the ground with the plates on their heads, and you have to jump on the plates with the cat power-up and hit the guy in the middle. That boss battle. So, I played that. I did literally nothing except grab the cat power-up and mess around with it. And I think I got the highest score out of everybody for doing absolutely nothing. Insert a Luigi does absolutely nothing here, except that I think I was Mario. Yeah, I was Mario. The others were all the other characters. And I'm thinking to myself, is this scoring system weird or what? I didn't even do anything. So, we then played a level. I think it was the 2-1 level? 2-1 level. And in that level, I don't think I did that much, but I think I was the one who stayed most ahead of the group. I don't exactly remember because it was so insignificant to the rest of my memories that it doesn't really matter, in my opinion. So, Super Mario 3D World was averagely okay. And Starman had told me back then, back when I was a stupid idiot, that the song was in his head when he played the demo, and I had the same thing, and I had to tell him the next day all of this information in a completely different way, because I was there, and it was all the memories that I was trying to keep. So, yay! I don't know if I'll be doing anything similar this year. There are a lot of games that have been revealed for the Wii U, and I think there might be a demo for the Pokemon games this year, considering that they release in November and not October. It won't be a week, it'll be a month, it'll be more hype, it'll be more experience to wait for when the game comes out. And people will just be adjusted anyway, knowing that X and Y was just the year before. So, that will be great when I go. Hopefully when I go, because I really want to go this year. Because I looked and there was apparently a 3-year Sydney thing, which is good. Really good. Because then that means all I have to do is just go south for a bit. Woohoo! You get a hint! So, that's my experiences at the EB Games 2013 Expo that I wanted to share with you now, for reasons, because I didn't want to forget, because I wanted to tell everybody And people have only known snippets by this point, unless they were there on the day SM3 streamed his radio show and I talked on it and told him the story. And were there on the exact chat. I don't know why he brought that up again. But that's it for now before I turn myself into a broken record. So, see y'all, have a good day, peace, and hopefully I'll do it this year and tell you the memories then. In a more better way than waiting nearly a whole year. So, see y'all, have a good day, peace.